Dearest diary, a lot's happened ever since we destroyed the tower. Since Theo destroyed the tower. I can say that here, he's not going to read this. Well, we've left Dunehold, heading to my homeland since I've been summoned to the Inquisition. And we're taking a stop at Riverside. Riversides? They can never really seem to get it together and let everybody know what the town is actually called. And while we were staying here, Dork tried to deliver a beverage to the pony and got caught, and we all had a lovely night of food and drink. And then I believe we spent most of the morning going out shopping. I didn't purchase anything per se, but I did sell quite a bit. And now off to the next leg of the adventure.
So I do want to ask.
Yeah?
Did you try to take another leap at trying to figure out your riddle while, because you did the least amount of stuff, so you would have had time probably waiting for people to show back up?
For the people at home, or wherever the hell they're listening to this podcast, you want to repeat the riddle? Because I guarantee somebody out there, not Tex, knows the answer. It is ripping their hair out, being like, "No, you idiot!"
I'm imagining a couple people know what the answer is, and they're just like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
Listen, I'm usually really good with riddles. I thought it was spirits. So I was told it's not spirits.
So it needs. So here's the text again. The box needs to be suspended in a substance that, in quotes, weighs less than air, but not even the strongest person can lift it.
Where the hell am I going to find concentrated disbelief?
There's another joke that could have fit in there too really well, but that's a good one. I like that. I guess you also had your surprise doll you can fiddle with.
Yeah. I don't think I can physically roll high enough to figure it out.
You couldn't, but because you've been working on it, it is going to lower the DC because there's only so many places you can hide things on
21.
A small wooden doll.
What's in the goddamn
21.
doll, Silver?
All right, a 21.
I had to adjust the ear to open it, obviously.
Do I sense some frustration here?
No. This is played up frustration. I don't usually get frustrated.
The person who isn't good with puzzles got all the puzzles.
I am good with puzzles. I don't know what you're on about.
I didn't get the puzzles, trust me.
Yes. I'm quite good with puzzles.
I am not. I should not have said that.
I should not have said that.
Now, I personally am. My character may not be.
So, I will say, you're 21. You do not solve
Silver
the mystery of opening this. However, you do know that there is a compartment approximately where the spine would be on this doll. You just cannot figure out how to open it.
I ask, please.
Well, I gave you a location. You know where it is, but you cannot open it yet.
Can I use a cantrip to detect magic? I need to know, like, is this a church thing in here, or like, big money?
You can use detect magic, and I will tell you it's not magical.
That's fine. Either that, or I've had a healthy dose of lead from messing with this doll repeatedly.
But you don't have the item that is magical, because you said you left that in the tavern, but it's still on your sheet. So just an FYI on that front.
What?
You still have the waffle iron.
I would definitely take.
I thought the waffle iron wasn't magical. Oh no, the waffle iron was magical in that it prevents being damaged.
Yes.
Yeah. But I didn't want to, since I'm going to court, I didn't want them to think I had stolen goods on me. So.
Yeah, but you want to make it. I might need to look into how I can make it so you can store items like long-term storage. So maybe a container.
I believe there's a
actually,
container
I
tab.
could do that.
So storage.
Or you could just make a fake character sheet and pull all of the storage and different tabs on that.
That sounds like a horribly complicated idea for me to do.
Which is what he's already doing.
Yeah. Guys, I could buy so many chickens right now.
So what's your guess on your puzzle there? Your riddle?
It's not spirits, it's not disbelief, it's not light. The answer isn't thrown at the ground hard enough to crack it open.
Without doubt, the answers.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can dangle something and hope.
Hope floats. That was a bad reference.
I'm sorry for anybody out there named Hope that's listening. I love you. Don't let him dissuade you from listening.
No, it's a movie reference from I'm just gonna shut up.
I was trying to make it funny.
But
I was trying to make it funny, and now you made it not funny.
That's what I did.
jeez.
Hey Jake, I made a thing.
Yeah?
There's a Fate's Rest storage at the bottom of your containers. It has it does not incur any weight, so you can put anything you're not going to keep actively in your inventory in there.
How is that easier than making a character sheet?
Because then it's managed by you and not me.
Oh, you know what? Fair enough.
Valid.
What?
That's a valid point.
What is lighter than air, but can't be lifted by a man?
Strongest.
The strongest man. What? Obviously, you need to dangle the box on a child because it doesn't take a strong man to raise a child. It takes a village. No, that's a crime.
I really hope anybody out there who knows the answer to this, if you want to send me a message as a DM, and I can laugh with you or maybe even cry with you, we can do that.
I honestly just want to bang my head against the wall. It's so simple.
Is it flour? Is it light? Is it
Time.
the screams of the fallen?
You're going to be so mad when you finally give up.
Is it a reflection? Do I have to dangle it over a mirror?
Can give up.
He also hasn't
Ultimate.
asked either of our characters for help either.
I have to make that for each one of you. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, he
I'm gonna make that real
shared
fast.
the riddle
So,
with the party, and the party went, I don't know.
No, you didn't ask us for help. You just shared us the riddle.
I said I need to answer this riddle to open the box, and it was decided that you're not good at riddles.
He's not a smart boy. He's a strong boy.
What's
I
in the
rolled
box?
to see it. I just
Silver?
rolled to see if Doric knows. Ain't got a damn clue.
Silver, what's in the box?
The joke I want to say is not appropriate.
There's so many things you can put in a box.
I also did add to everybody's sheets it's a Fate's Rest storage item. If you have anything that you're keeping in the tavern, please put it there. As a note, it is not available to you when you are in the world. But it keeps the weight off of your character if you need to unload weight.
Cool.
I believe the next lightest shopper would have been Doric.
Yeah. Doric was very focused on his newfound companion. Not in the, Pathfinder companion thing. But of Coco. And made sure that I bought a brush for her so that I can keep her nice and clean. And then just something little to fiddle with that wonderful lamp that I found last time. Some oil and a wick. So let's see what happens if we light this candle. Yeah. And that was about it. There's one other little item that Doric just wants to keep to himself that may come into play later. But that's
And
about
then,
it.
And then Doric would return back to the tavern and see Guy just absolutely racking his brain over this box and this little doll.
Silver.
Yes?
Is it the reflection of the moon?
No?
That's a pretty good answer.
That's a good answer, though.
I'll be
Good
on
answer.
stable with the
Not what
horses.
we're
Let me know when we're ready to leave. And he goes off to go brush Coco.
Is it,
Coco's going to be the best brushed pony in the entire land.
Pampered princess. That's what I'm going for. Never knew a dwarf could love a pony like this. Wow,
That
phrasing.
sounds bad, man.
Bad. Jesus.
Wasn't going to say
Not
it,
say
but...
that way.
is it? Wait,
All right,
Silver. Is it
so-
a book? Not to be too rude, but I feel like the strongest man mostly focused on getting strong and probably didn't hit the books too much.
It is not a book.
I might be partially doing this to upset Tex. I've got like what 3 campaigns before this will come back to bite me in the ass. I'm good.
2.5.
2.5.
Technically. About 2 and... 2/3 to a 3/4, somewhere around there.
Something like that.
Anywho's.
Is it smoke? I'm very sorry, everybody. There's gonna be like once a 10 minutes. I'm just gonna be like, is it this thing? I don't need
You're
sleep.
getting
I
closer.
don't need sleep. I need answers.
You are getting definitely closer. That's nice.
Is it fire?
That was a good
Is it
guess.
is it something hot? Is it up? Is it soup? A man can't lift soup because it's hot.
Back the other direction.
Yeah, wrong direction.
Is it fire?
Much like Oedipus. No, not Oedipus. Who was it that flew too first?
Oh my god.
It was
dude.
Icarus.
That's
What the hell?
Icarus. Much like Icarus.
That's not what you want
I
to
don't
mix
know.
up.
I don't know. Apparently, Ograd listened to the Guy introduction episode and really got a different moral from the whole thing. A different read on the familial relationships there.
I just shut up. Jesus.
All right, so I'll say, so Doric was no help, didn't even offer help, just went to go take care of the ponies.
We didn't ask.
The pony there. That's right, he did ask. Then I guess we'll have Theo come back after he did his shopping because he took the longest.
Yep. New shield, some saddlebags draped on his arm. You can hear bottles clinking in the saddlebags. He's got just all kinds of shit at this point, and it's like there's rations for the horses. It looks up, sees you racking at that. Well, I don't. Did you buy groceries? You were supposed to buy groceries.
I bought rations.
I was like, I'm the shorter one.
Oh,
Oh.
wait. Have you not know? Wait, did you think I bought all that food that I found? Because I just found that.
No, you said you were going to buy stuff like butter and salt and seasonings.
Well, I tried. They just kept trying to sell me pasta. I didn't want pasta. I wanted raw ingredients. They said, no, you want some pasta. I don't want pasta. You can't just eat... I'd love to just eat pasta, but I need other food groups. There's more food groups than meat, beans, whiskey, and lard.
Did you get the seasonings at least?
I'm going to be honest. I've been real preoccupied with this here box.
Are you still working on that?
Yeah.
I gotta see if I'm gonna roll a dice and see if Theo gets the number. I'm just gonna roll.
For the box,
Yeah.
the box is a number. You have to figure out the riddle.
Well, I know, but I'm gonna roll an intelligence thing. See if
Okay.
Theo could figure it out.
Okay.
It's not a voice. The strongest man could definitely raise his voice. Snow. No.
What you get?
I got an 11. I don't think he was smart enough to know it, or not his common sense, anyways.
the meme with Forrest Gump comes to mind. I'm not a smart man.
Is there a butt? No. I got one of those. I got shot in it.
No, you would not. I would say he does not know the riddle from the 11.
That's fair.
There is another item out, unless Guy put it away.
No,
you
the
put
doll's out.
The little. Okay, so there is another item out in front of him. It's this little wooden doll. Looks a little bit on the creepy side, like that very homemade looking doll.
I mean, I'm good at crafting stuff.
It's not a crafting.
It's not a crafting roll.
I believe
It's a thievery.
isn't
I
it?
think there's something in the spine area of this doll, but I don't know how to open it.
I can roll a thievery, see if I can open it.
Go ahead.
It's almost the same number as my crafting roll.
Are you really good at thieving?
Yes, anything to do with his hands. No, not today.
Yeah, it's not good enough.
He is all.
It's a
My
5.
hero.
He's used to working with stones. Give him a break. This is wood. It's different.
It's been a long morning. Are you ready yet?
I think we're waiting
That
for
moment,
Dork.
Dork comes walking up, leading Coco. And what was the other?
Why are you bringing the pony inside?
Oh, I thought we
inside
were
the
outside. I pictured you like sitting on the like steps outside.
No,
the
we were
tavern.
meeting up in the tavern. We gotta punch out. Punch out.
You can just show up like outside the windows, like
Yeah,
We're
I'll
leaving?
be and like tap on the windows and like, come on.
I have to ask: is he as tall as the window, or do we just see a pony looking through the window and Dork's voice?
I
coming
feel
from
like
underneath
there's
the
just
pony?
like you just see a hand hitting on the glass and like a pony's head, like in the window, and you just should know that it's Coco. She's out there like stomping her foot, like God, they're taking so long. I know, it's okay.
Wilbur.
Alright. Are you going to be nice to me today, horse? Walks up to his horse.
Oh, what was that? That was a nature roll for the horse. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes. I swear, the thing is.
28.
Look at you! Nice!
Damn.
Coco appreciates the brush.
Mine's a 15 this time. It's better than last time.
Better.
That's it. That's passable enough that the horse is not going to be hostile with you today.
Did you get your horse drunk last time? Or did you
I
try?
wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
Horses
They
like
wouldn't sell
alcohol.
you the bottle. That's right.
No, they sold
No,
you the
he
bottle.
sold, she
You
sold me
can't
the
take it out
bottle.
with
She
them.
just wouldn't let me outside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's probably an insurance thing.
Puts the saddlebags down.
Listen, we can pick up some butter and salt on the way out, right?
We just need a salt, man. That's your one thing. Your one job.
Do you know how
today.
expensive salt is, my friend?
They do pasta here. What do you add to water to make pasta? Salt. They should have plenty here.
Hoping we
Dork,
run
it's
into a
flour.
traveling merchant.
It's flour. There's some salt, but it's mostly flour.
You don't
Getting
put
low on
flour in the
funds.
water to boil pasta.
No, you mix
Yeah.
flour with water to make pasta.
But
Salt.
Yeah, 2 different points of the pasta production here,
Yeah.
guys.
It's like, how do you think they make pasta? Water and salt.
I'm saying
on
that
your-
they would have salt for the cooking of the pasta.
That only helps the water boil faster. It doesn't really do much.
He walks up to the he goes back inside after getting all the stuff on the horse and getting it ready. I need to buy like a thing of salt.
Just said, don't lie. You know you're just going to steal the salt shaker.
No, he's gonna buy it. They probably just buy a because
Yeah.
they used to come in blocks and they'd shave it.
Yeah. Block of salt.
Isn't it? Weren't we just talking about this last episode? Or after
did
the
you
episode
use salt?
ended?
Because
It was like 10 gold
There-
because it's a spell ingredient.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Although,
Oh, shit.
a pound of salt is like 5 gold, I think it was.
Yeah, I'd say you could get a pound for about 5. They'll give you you can buy a pound block of salt.
You know what? We'll buy the salt, the pound of salt. And he looks at guy. We can check outside. Put this in the saddlebag. Next time we find a cooking store or grocery supply or whatever, buy a damn spice pouch.
Well, I got cooking supplies.
No, spice pouch. Comes with like a variety of spices already in it.
Listen, you're gonna want to wait to get some spices till we head up north. They got some real spicy stuff that'll put hair on your chest and then make it immediately fall out and grow again.
That sounds terrible. Don't do that.
My brain is picturing the traditional meme of or the traditional thing about, oh, we think we have really spicy food up here, and then you go down to Texas and you die. It's yeah, it's spicy up here. You go to Texas or a Cajun place where it says hot, and you're like, oh, it's not that spicy, and you die.
I mean, that's true.
Why is my nose bleeding?
That's true. I'm imagining that guy's homeland has some pretty spicy food that you would eat before going into a sauna. It's one of the few times you get to be warm and sweat that doesn't involve work.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
can see it.
Dude, you gotta think about where Theo spent the last 2 years.
Amongst orcs.
Amongst orcs who do a lot of mining. Do you understand how spicy the food miners eat is?
The reason is
Yeah, but
it's
you're
because
also-
they are
you're
poisoned
also
from
in,
the gases in the thing, but this is a magic land where they might have things that get rid of the gases, so their taste buds wouldn't be
And
ruined.
you're also talking about miners who live on the mountains who don't actually typically mine inside the caves very much.
I'm trying to tell him that his food's not spicy.
Okay. I can't wait for him to meet
All right.
Ma and Pa's cooking and absolutely sweat his eyebrows right off.
Hey, those snails were super spicy. There's a good callback.
Were they
Although he
spicy?
didn't buy the spicy version of it. He was about
I
to buy
did.
it.
I bought the hot one.
You bought the hottest one.
He almost died.
Yeah, I got torched by the.
Yeah, you bought the hottest one. I bought one that was like, I want one that's slightly less hot than his because I don't hate myself.
Loads up on the horse. All right, you come in or what?
Yeah,
Put his arm down to lift him up.
I can get on a horse, no problem.
He just lift you up onto the horse.
Yeah.
He's no problem lifting you
Yeah.
up on the horse.
Yeah, I appreciate the help.
Y'all are
but-
So you
friends.
So you guys get onto your horses, your horseback and ponyback. You load up. You get ready to leave after basically turn in your keys at the inn, and you get on the road. So yeah, cross the bridge to go across back to the other side of the river, and then you can hop back on the road to head out to the road. Head out to the road, to the main road there in the center of the continent, the main path. So we'll pop you over.
Does everything in the town looks about like it did when we went to bed? Nothing different, or I don't know, a crier hollering out anything that is new information or news that we might be interested in.
No, nothing really new has changed. They're still kind of building up the fortifications. They're practicing drills on the other side of the river. You actually pass the large encampment there. Basically, it's between the town itself and the actual river on the other side of the little river. So you're kind of you have to go around their large encampment to proceed onto the road. Actually, I do need, since Theo was trying to get rid of that credit.
Yes. Traveling
Give
merchant.
me-
Perfect.
Yeah. Give me a diplomacy while you're talking to the merchants, and we'll see if anybody was willing to bite.
Oh man, I suck at diplomacy. It's weird for a merchant to suck at diplomacy. Yeah, 16, flat 16. That's not bad.
It's not terrible.
Okay, flat 16. Let me
I
see.
mean, the highest I can get to 20. So
Wait, what?
I don't have a modifier
Yeah,
in
no
diplomacy.
modifier.
I have no.
Oh my goodness.
No,
Does
I have no charisma.
Does Guy get to teach you how to diplomacy?
Yeah, there's a reason you're the face.
Is because I'm at eye level, obviously.
Of who?
Anybody, if I get my frying pan out first.
So I'll say you're able to get somebody. There's one of the merchants as you're kind of going around doing your buying and selling. One of the merchants is willing to give you. They're willing to give you 200 gold for the credit.
All right.
So you could
Cool,
sell it for
yeah.
200 gold then.
Yeah. It's more money than I was going to get from it because I don't think we're going back to O'Brien anytime soon.
I mean, O'Brien, you can be over to O'Brien sometime. Yes,
Yeah.
Kitty. Why do you cry? Why
When
do
do
you
we
cry?
need to go that way?
That's fair.
It saves us some travel time.
That thing there. Let print it. Chain. 200 gold. There we go. I now have money again.
It's a lot of gold.
Sugar daddy thing?
Oh no, y'all are buying your own shit from now on.
Fair.
This is the emergency fund.
The sugar daddy cut off the funding.
This is get guy out of jail fund.
That's
Excuse me.
probably it's bail money. Okay, good idea.
Bill money.
Excuse me.
That's
I
Probably a good
believe
idea.
in my case. And honestly,
yeah, but some people are assholes, whether you believe in your case or not.
that's true. But I'd like to argue,
It's all about the quality of
out
lawyer.
of the three of our traveling compadre, out of the three of us, I'm pretty sure Doric's the one
Compatriots?
most likely to get arrested.
You know, see,
Not with the way we're headed. You're a wanted man, son.
Yeah, it's nice to be wanted.
Ouch.
see, the one place that Doric might have actually gotten arrested in, we've already left. We don't have to go back there for a while.
No, he could have gotten arrested in the
So-
Goblin City as well.
Doric could have gotten arrested in a lot of places.
Dork has done a good job of behaving. Thank y'all very much.
He's had good babysitters.
What he's doing is he's standing next to the line. Is what he's doing.
So I will say, as you were traveling, give me perceptions, please.
Perceptions.
26.
17. I'm getting middle rolls today.
I've just got a good modifier.
I have a
21.
plus 8 to my mod. Your perception modifier is higher than mine again.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm plus 9.
And I still rolled better than you with the worst perception of the group. Wait, was I supposed to train perception?
No, it does.
No.
It brings it up on its own as you level up.
Ah,
Yeah, some characters get it. Some classes get it.
apparently fighters are one of those classes.
Well, I started out with an expert.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, so you will spot as you are traveling along the road. So you have to go past the group of Larosi soldiers that are training and doing drills and like doing like the mock fights and battles and stuff with like two different groups. As you pass that group, a little ways down the road, where the large river crossing is on the map, you'll spot a checkpoint you have to pass on the Larosi side. That's got Larosi guards and soldiers on that side of the bridge. On the other side of the bridge is O'Brien soldiers.
Oh, that's right. We skipped this part last time.
Well, this
We
part
came
was
from the mountain.
You did not. That part was not there last time. So you have the group of soldiers on either side. So I'm going to need diplomacies to get past either side of the bridge.
Damn, why is it always gonna be the one thing I'm bad at?
I mean, it means you don't have to necessarily do it. Just somebody has to speak to get past
Well,
it.
I'd like to use my hero point. That's better. 19.
Sorry, I'm writing notes here.
Sets a guy to a point where he can be up front.
A little awkward, but okay.
I mean, he's behind Theo otherwise.
That's also fair. All right, so you're 19 there, kind of talking to the guard. He's going to ask, where are you going?
Heading up north. I gotta go talk to the courts, help out the family,
And say, we need you to dismount. We're looking for traders of the LaRossi before they cross the bridge.
All right.
So people are going to go up to basically pat you guys down to see if you have any pertinent information. They ask you to please remove your weapons, and they're going to look around.
This may take a minute.
Do they require that I disarm myself of my frying pan? Do they know the true terror of the halfling frying pan?
I feel like that would be common knowledge.
I'm sorry, I just thought of a whole squadron of frying pan wielding halflings and people in bars being terrified when they come around.
Also, be careful of the horse. He's kind of an asshole sometimes.
Nah. My friend here is just not.
Taking his weapons off.
My friend here is just not too
more
good with
and more
animals.
weapons coming out.
That one guy from that one animated movie.
Hop off of Coco. It'll be alright. I'll be back in just a moment. You just stay here. Don't worry. These nice men won't do anything to you. Yes. He goes over to submit for inspection.
Yeah. So they're gonna have you remove your stuff. They're gonna look through your bags to see if there's any intelligence.
We've been randomly selected for a routine inspection.
Sounds right.
Glove snap. Sorry.
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. Exactly.
Yeah, so they're gonna basically pat you down. They're gonna look through your bags to look for any kind of intel. So if there's maps or there's like different stuff that they'll try to find spies.
I give them a dirty look when they start reading my journal.
I mean, they have
I
to
know.
do that. So yeah, so they kind of go through everything. They don't find anything because you guys aren't spies.
Yet.
And then your diplomacy, because that just kind of is the overall tone. So it's pretty cordial. They talk to you because you guys aren't being any kind of aggressive, and the traffic on this road is drastically died down from when you approached Riverside originally. And they'll give you all your stuff. Oops, sorry, my the keyboard decided to freak out. Give you all your stuff, and then they will send you across the bridge where you have to go through yet another inspection. So I need another diplomacy check.
He's even bother putting his stuff back on. He just carries it in his arms.
don't have all day.
Oh no! Somebody else, quick, roll diplomacy.
Oh!
Quick!
Ooh. Do you really?
No!
Yeah, it's not any better.
Well, you know what? Let's let
Doric,
the
you
guy.
can save it.
I know, for real. Of all the people for this to come down to, what am I rolling again?
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Where is that? There it is. I know it's a flat. So here we
And,
go, bot.
wow!
Oh, jeez.
I mean,
Nobody
well,
above a 10. That's a 1, a 4, and an 8,
I
respectively.
mean, they're not going to find anything.
They're not going to
anyway.
find anything,
Yeah.
but they're going to be real rough with us. So what I'm guessing
They're
is
just good- they're
that
just
they
good-
just had a
there's just
really
a-
awful person come through, and it soured the whole thing. Oh, you're going to court, are you? Well, let's
That
see
frisking
about
is a little bit rougher than the last one.
that. Ooh, fresh.
Let's see.
One's a big.
Let's see.
One's a female orc.
Suddenly okay with this.
The female orc's the one looking at Doric, though.
Suddenly less okay with this.
Dork will look at the orc and start doing a thumb towards Guy.
Oh my god, wait, that's exactly what's happening. It's a female orc at the border crossing, and Doric got real weird about it. Like, hey, I think my friend might be into you. And then Guy rolled poorly because he's like, shut up, no. Submit to
Oh,
inspection
boy.
to Olga.
Oh. I do feel like an orcish frisking. Let me get that word right.
Yeah, there's a huge difference between frisking and frisky.
Because, nope, that was not the word that almost came out of my mouth. Would be
Oh, boy.
not the most gentle experience.
Obviously, what he almost said was an orcish tax audit. That also probably wouldn't be very gentle.
So they're gonna make you.
Oh,
That's fun. They're gonna make you go through a deeper inspection. So they're gonna pull you to the side. I rolled a die for it,
oh dear.
and it happens to be Doric.
Oh
Why did I show up for recording tonight?
So they're gonna take you into a little room off to the side of the bridge there.
Is it the orc woman?
Yes.
no! Oh no!
Thea, what do you suppose happens in that tent?
Did you know that Theo grew up with orcs? And Guy is rather attracted to you, so really, I
Just making it worse.
should just shut up.
Yes, you should.
What? Q.
He's
So
lucky.
you're
Guy
right.
asking,
Her hands are nice and
Thea,
soft.
what do you think happens in there? Doric.
Yeah.
Screaming noises from the tent.
You don't want to know. Well, you might actually. You're kind of. I don't know.
So, Doric,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask the other two to take their headphones off.
no.
Okay.
I am concerned. I am
So it
concerned.
looks like we're alone.
Does the orc say
So the
that?
orc- No.
Oh.
So the orc is going to stand off to the side and point to a chair in the room. There's like a chair a chair at this like table, and there's two chairs on the other side.
Dork will follow as commanded. God, do I have anything that can help me? No. Shit. Okay.
So you'll see a human man is going to walk in from the other side of the tent, and another human man walks behind him, and you're going to see that human man make a hand motion and say some words, and I need you to make a will save.
It will save.
Yep.
Okay. 18. God, that's a pretty crappy roll. I have a plus 11 on that, so that was a 7.
Okay, so that would be a success on his Zone of Truth. Now, the fun part about Zone of Truth in this is where it's fun. Zone of Truth, same kind of rough rules. They cast a zone, and you have to only speak the truth inside the zone. You can avoid answer a question if you're going to lie, but
If
you just.
but they know,
What-
but they know if I'm not under. Or
No, this is where it's different.
oh, okay.
So if you critically success if it's a critical success, you're unaffected by the zone.
Okay.
A success, if you attempt to lie, you take a -2 penalty to deception checks.
Oh God. Deception.
On a failure, you cannot speak any deliberate or intentional lies, and you take a -2 penalty to deception checks.
I like that.
And in a critical failure, you cannot deliberately lie. Same thing, but instead of a -2, it's a -4. So you just have a -2 to your deception checks.
Okay. All right. I can. That's decent. That's doable. Okay.
So, the orc stands there at the entrance to the little tent area, the little closed off area, and the person walks in wearing the resplendent black uniform of the O'Brien military. Based on the sort of medals and badges and stuff on their uniform, this person is not necessarily part of the normal run-of-the-mill troops. Same with the person who casts a spell. And he's going to start off and he's going to say, "What is your name and where are you from?"
I'm Doric Meyerwood, and I'm from the Mire.
Okay. What was your business in Larosi territory?
We've been tasked with saving the world.
Oh, lofty goals. I think you'd be amazed at how many people I come across on a daily basis that are tasked to save the world.
There's a lot of bad things going on.
Did you perform any work for the Larosi royal family?
No.
I need a deception check.
Oh wait, that's the wrong. I was trying to be truthful. No, we did. Crap. Okay, well. Yeah. 4. That was a 6, and then with the damn it.
So the man will I do the tongue tisk noise. Shouldn't lie to me.
I'm not very good with politics. I was a cloistered cleric, and the global politics elude me very often.
So he's going to pull a dagger out and kind of basically stick it in the table, and he's going to say, "You get one free lie."
Is it really a lie if you don't know you're lying?
Well, yes. Very nature of lying is not knowing the truth. Or denying the truth.
Well, it's not denial, it's just a lack of knowledge. That's not a lie.
So, what work did you do for the royal family?
We went and explored a spire.
A spire.
Yes, off to the east. Over near Siren's Bay.
You talking the ancient wizard spires?
Yes.
And what, pray tell, were you doing there?
Again, trying to save the world.
Well, on your mission to save the world, did you find any valuable information?
Value is in the eye of the beholder.
A wise guy. My friend here doesn't like wise guys.
It's a truthful answer. I believe that's what you asked for.
It is truthful, but still a wise guy remark. So this valuable information, was it anything that can be used by the Larosi troops?
Derek thinks to himself.
Nothing that I can think would be beneficial to them.
Interesting. So what happened to the spire after you left?
Oh, how much detail do you want?
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Theo blew it up.
He blew it up, you say?
I mean, yes, but no. Like, it's not like we used an explosive or he has magic powers or anything like that. Things just went awry. Magic, you know.
He just kind of chuckles and trails off.
Have you ever been to the Spire?
No, for all I know, they are sealed from anybody who is not a member of the Fateless.
Ah. Did not realize that was common knowledge.
Of course. They were sealed way, way, way back in history, and the only people who are able to access them or have the keys to access them are those who work for those who seal them.
Fascinating.
So a fateless one. Interesting. So pray tell, where are you going?
We're headed north.
Specifically.
Stark Town, Starkville, Stark something.
Starkhold?
Yes, that I again, cloistered cleric. Geopolitical is not my forte.
Sorry, making notes real fast. So he's just say, so why are you going to Nordica? It's not a place I would expect a dwarf to travel to.
And why is that? Are we not allowed to travel freely around?
No, just dwarves typically do not live in Nordica. Actually, I believe the dwarves that used to be part of Nordica recently fought a war of independence against Nordica.
Well, again, as you know, I'm not from that area. You are correct.
Which is more of a reason why I wonder why you are going there.
Again, I believe I've said this before. We're trying to save the world. We've been summoned to Nordica.
Interesting. And why were you summoned?
I don't know all the details to that, unfortunately. But one of our party, Guy, I doubt you've met him, has ties to there. I don't know why they need us back there, but we're headed that way because they sent this magical golem. Are you familiar with golems? They're quite beautiful creatures.
I need you to actually roll a deception check because Guy did tell you why they summoned him. Jeez, okay.
Nat 20. Boom. That was a great time for that roll.
Oh.
So really, that's an
Boy.
18. Really.
Yeah,
But-
well, he rolled higher.
Ah,
So let's see here.
that's not fair. That like Doric is punished for me not knowing things.
Well, welcome to sketchy interrogations on the side of the road.
How many people were there at this stop? By the way, I know I've got 3 people in the tent with me.
There's 3 in the tent with you, plus there's like a there's a fairly large contingent of O'Brien soldiers
Never
guarding
mind.
the
We're good.
crossing.
No, never mind. Never mind. Done.
Shut it down.
Bad idea. Intrusive thoughts. Bad idea.
So let's see. He is going to, in a flash of movement,
It's gonna hurt.
grab that dagger. And that is a 18 to hit.
Meets beats.
Sweet. Just do the same damage. So I don't have to roll damage, I just do it. You might not let me do it actually. Where's the thing for that?
It'd
There
have been
is.
funny if he missed.
That would have been funny. Oh, he doesn't have it applied. Okay, so I need to do damage for it. Damage. D4. Well, that's what it was. So that's 3 damage, good sir.
Okay.
As he just basically stabs, like your hand that's on the table.
Ow! That hurt.
I told you, one free lie. The next one I take a finger.
Which one? I've got a
I'll
little
let you pick.
hangnail that's been bothering me on my pinky.
Like I said, careful. He doesn't like wise guys. And the wizard's just going to kind of growl at you.
If there is a word to describe Doric, it is not wise. Even though his
I mean,
wisdom is his like highest like ability.
I mean, it is sarcastic, so I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the real reason you're going to Nordica?
Like I said, we received the summons.
For?
For Guy. They've labeled him like a heretic or something like that.
Ah. That does sound like the Nordicans.
They seem rather
Okay.
rule driven at the very least to say.
Well, I definitely wouldn't call them fun at parties.
I've never partied with Guy, so I don't really have a point of view on that.
Well, I will say you answered my questions. Granted, a little bit less fortunately than I would have preferred. So you are free to return to your group. You do not currently have a threat to us in Obrea, and you are not working for the Rossi, so
May I ask your name, sir?
you may not.
Right.
So he'll get up.
As
He'll reach out a hand for you to shake.
Oh, Dork will shake it.
I bid you safe travels. And he'll leave, and the growling wizard will kind of give you a head bow and turn to leave. And the orc will say, that was fun to watch. Come on, get back to your group. Let's go.
Can I introduce you to Guy?
No, you may not.
And Dork grabs his wounded hand and walks across the way back to Theo and Guy.
Alright, so the orc will kind of grab the opening to the tent, hold it open for you to pass through, and then follow you back out to the road and resume her post. And then I will have you describe your walk back to the group once the group gets back.
Okay.
Well, shit. We thought we were going to have to replace you there.
Not quite yet.
I think you would notice, you guys give me a perception check when he walks back.
A perception check? Jake's not back yet.
I know he's not, but I'll move him back in.
Yeah, I don't see shit. The dice are not in my favor tonight.
No, they are not. So it appears we have to wait a little bit for Guy to return.
I'm concerned.
Oh, it's all fun and games.
It's all fun and games until somebody explodes.
Guy, please give me a perception check as your friend returns from the tent.
He looks changed, probably.
He has a nice new puncture wound in his hand.
Why'd you stab yourself in the hand, friend?
I did not stab myself. This is, he had some questions. And it wasn't the orc either. By the way, she's not interested in the guy.
Well, why would that come up?
Interrogation, you know.
He asks everyone.
Yeah. True.
It's the first female orc we've actually come across since that caravan a long time ago.
All right. Why? I don't know
least I
why.
think
I
it
don't know
is.
why you gotta be weird about everything. What happened with your hand?
A man who would not tell me his name said I lied to him, and so he stabbed me.
What you lie about?
I didn't lie.
Oh,
I told him that he asked why we were going to Nordica, and I told him that we were going because we had received a summons. And then when he asked me what we were being summoned there for, I told him I wasn't really sure. I don't know all the details.
oh.
Apparently that's a lie, even with a nat 20.
That's a weird statement.
What do you,
That's what
what do you
with
mean
that
by
20.
that 20? Listen, sometimes you can tell a lie and people just aren't going to believe you anyway.
Apparently.
Or sometimes you can tell the truth and people won't believe you. For instance,
Two countries are at war. The country that instigates everything always looks for reasons to try to get people against the other side.
So have we left this check station yet? Because I'd rather not have this conversation like right in front of them.
Yeah,
Like
you,
the soldiers.
you were able to get back to your horses,
Okay.
load back up, load your weapons back up, and ride. So
Okay. So
they didn't stop you.
They wanted to know if we helped aid the Larosi and did anything to make their army stronger. I told him no, I didn't really think about it. Geopolitical thing, not my bag. And apparently that was a lie, and he warned me. Exactly, but apparently because we worked for the LaRossi, according to him, we helped them by blowing up the tower. And really, I blamed you.
Why did he even care about the tower? God damn it! Did you just expose us to the cult?
Well, knowing how some of these checkpoints go, he probably was exposed anyway.
Should have looked at the knife more.
Do we need to go back and kill that guy?
I think there's too many. I considered that while we were in the tent. And decided that was an intrusive thought and not a good thing.
Hey, Silver, knowing what I do know about my homeland, if we do get this all settled, and we tell them about the illegal cult operating under their borders, do you think they'd be willing to help us?
That's a very meta and fantastic idea.
Please give me their guy I guess society's good for that. Or do you think that's better?
Religion, I suppose, but that's not as good as my society.
Your modifier's not very good for that.
22.
So your society would be your best one. 22. So you would know that any religious group that is operating without the authority or authorization of the Nordican hierarchy, that religion would be expunged from the country.
Wouldn't that be a real kick in the teeth to find out that the cult is actually sanctioned by the government? And be like, oh, those people, oh, we love those guys. Yeah, right this way.
What's the best place for bad guys to hide? Right in the fucking open.
On an offshore tax haven?
Yeah, right in the open where they can't be touched. Because as long as you can see them not doing anything wrong, there's not a damn thing you do about it.
So it's not a no that we wouldn't be able to get a hand at least while we're within borders.
Is that they probably won't believe you.
It also feels like the kind of country where this could end up being like the Red Scare, and like, no, you're a communist, no, you're a communist, and everybody ends up in jail.
Touche. Especially if a certain entertainment Mongol is operating in the area. Sorry, historic joke. Won't do it again.
You gotta be careful. If it's the one I'm thinking about, they're notoriously litigious.
Well, they're currently dead.
That's just what they want you to think. We've all seen him on ice.
Oh, jeez.
Make sure to timestamp this.
No, coward.
I mean,
yeah, we don't make money off this. They don't give a shit about us.
It's accurate because they don't really like him. So I mean, anyways, so after you guys leave there, you would continue on the road a little bit further, and I need you to give me your camp watch, order, and perception rolls, please.
Delegated to last so I can make breakfast.
Yeah, and I think Doric usually takes that middle one since he doesn't need light.
That's fair.
He sets up
and
the
fine.
tent pretty quick, and the fire gets going, and he's on first. Theo's on first watch. So
You guys
No,
don't have
who's
a
on
tent.
first?
yeah, we're not gonna-
Somebody will get that, and a lot of people will be confused. And those people who are confused make me feel old.
Used to it, it
Just
only
imagine
gets
how
worse.
just imagine that joke was old when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
but it's
So
still
just
really good.
imagine
It's
how old we
objectively
feel.
good. If you don't know what it is, ask somebody about it or Google it. It's worth your time. It's still funny today.
Hey,
It's still pretty funny.
First watch 25.
Why is my God, my bookmarks are weird. I need to look up.
It's Percepio, yes.
Do we all need to go ahead and roll, or do you want us to wait for our
Please do your rolls.
12?
12.
I got a really good roll on physical dice, but I can use a digital if you prefer.
I don't really care at this stage.
So natural 26. It is only one better than Theo's 25.
Please put it in the games chat so I can
I
see
just put
it. Once I
I
find what I'm
just put
looking
it right
for.
in the Foundry.
And I just had my one bookmark that makes me wonder what is wrong with myself every time I see it.
Okay, that's going to be theme of the week. Everybody take their guess what that bookmark is.
I will say it is tied into D&D.
D&D's nuts.
Well, there goes my guess.
Knowing Silver, it's probably a table of some sort, but it's a questionable table. Roll a D100 for...
Well, knowing me, it's knowing my players. It's knowing my players, not knowing me.
No, you roll. You have Silver. You've told me multiple times you love your tables.
I do love my tables, but I have players that make me look up really weird tables.
So knowing you, it's a table,
Yeah,
and my
keep
guess,
them, so don't wanna
my
hear
my
that.
guess is that it's D100.
Because I know what my players are about. You all are weird.
I'm weird.
Name one weird thing we've done this campaign.
Just one?
Yeah, name it. Name it. Theme of the week. Name
He
one
has, like,
weird
a
thing we
handful
did this
for just
campaign. Bet you can't.
I'll have to go through my notes.
He played wind chimes. That was pretty weird.
Name two
Okie
things.
dokie. So
Name 5
Whoa.
more.
Oh, wait. I know what he did.
D100 events.
Yeah.
I learned
There's the
recently
3 events.
that apparently you can... Oh, wait. Was it on this that I learned that? That you can click on the number and it breaks it down.
Yep.
He's one
Yeah,
of
He
the
told us that last episode, I think.
Yeah. Amazing.
Foundry really is pretty cool.
So let's see. Doric, you are the one that won a special event.
Again? What the
Seriously?
hell, man? What do you...
You rolled low enough, so I have to give you a special event.
No! How could you? First you get a weird lamp, or a gravy boat, we're not sure which.
And then you get fondled by the large hand.
There was no fondling going on. I was straight up penetrated.
Is that the title of the episode?
That escalated quickly.
Is that the episode? Straight up penetrated?
No, I don't think I could put that.
So, while you are on your watch, Doric, please roll for me a D4.
D4, B4, you wake up guy for his shit. His watch.
There's a D4. There's a D4. Let's try that one. 3.
A 3.
Wake up the next person. Nope. Your turn. I'm not dealing with this.
So, in the middle of the night,
No. I was thinking the same thing.
in the middle of the night, middle of your watch, you're sitting there at the camp, and you hear a voice in the distance, like off away from the road.
It's Nanya.
And the voice is saying, "He's angry. He's angry."
Well, I got stabbed. Yes, I'm angry.
He demands we please him.
Oh. Whoa.
You give me a perception check to see which way it's coming from.
I just don't want it to be from behind me.
He demands what pleases him.
25.
Nice.
25. So this gibbering and jabbering is because he says, the voice is like there, then he kind of makes a bunch of little noises and stuff in between, and it's just like this kind of creepy, just kind of repeatedly saying random things and yelling out. It is coming from the north. there's like a little hill at the backside of your camp. And it's like on the other side of that hill is where the voice is coming from.
Okay. You know what? That was just weirdly enough that Doric is going to go over to Theo and wake him up quietly. Wake him up a bit.
Theo, there's voices over the hill. They're saying that someone is angry and they demand that they pleasure him.
That's something
Sorry.
I did not want to hear.
Is that the title of the episode?
I have to say, while that was happening, my cats basically did like a weird reenactment of that entire scene.
One was sleeping and the other one came to poke them.
So one is like Tesh is curled up sleeping on her bed, and then Lucy walks up and licks her head a couple times.
I did not lick Theo.
I'm just saying, it's like a weird reenactment of it. Licks her head a couple times, then Tesh wakes up and hisses at her. And she just left the room. So that's what happened as that was happening. It was hilarious. Yeah, anyways, so yeah, Doric told you that there's a man saying that he is angry and we need to please him.
Gets up.
And you can now hear the voice saying, he demands flesh.
Gets up. Puts his armor back on. Grabs his sword and shield. Walks out of the tent.
While he does that, I'll also wake Guy up just in case.
Give me a perception check while you do so.
Me?
Both of you.
Oh.
Yeah, you and Theo, because you're both awake.
So were you
26.
about to say that I'm the one saying these things? Okay.
No. Did you break it?
Oh, there it is.
Alright, I'll take your first one because the first one rolled. So, you two would hear a,
That's neat.
you two would hear a, the snap of like leather meeting flesh. And like the, there's like a little bit of a wet tone at the end of that.
Is there something you want to tell us about this episode? You had a
No.
torture scene.
I mean,
It wasn't a torture scene.
Theo's checking the horses.
Horses are a little bit antsy, but they're still there.
Calms the horses down. And Theo calls out to the woods. Whoever is there, make yourself known now.
So you'll hear the gibbering kind of stop as it sounded like Guy's also awakened, and you'll hear a laughter, and he says, "Is that someone finally to deliver punishment?"
What the hell's is happening? Are you alright out there?
You hear the snap again.
I think Guy involuntarily shudders. That is the sound of growing up on the farm punishment.
Pretty much.
Let's see. No.
It's a little dark out here, so we only have the light of the fire that's like giving the city.
I was gonna say I'll light one of my torches and hand it to Theo.
I just cast the cantrip light.
Oh, never mind.
No, I wait till after you light the torch.
Well, let me burn that torch that's in my.
Listen, it's good for an hour.
4. Yeah, it still gets used. So,
So, do you say you're going to do the cantrip light, or you just cast?
No, I think he just said he waits till after the torch is lit, then casts light.
If nothing is said after the torch is lit, he's not going to cast. If something is said after the torch is lit, he's not going to cast light and add extra light. Is that what you're getting at?
No, because if you were going to make it known, he could have pulled an arrow out and like gotten the arrow closer over there. You could have cast.
I mean, he's gonna like. Oh, you lit a torch? I could have just cast light.
Yeah. You'll hear that slightly maniacal laughter on the other side of the hill,
Cast light on the thing.
and the occasional staccato of something hitting a person.
I have to cast light on an object. I cast it on a rock.
Toss the rock.
Yeah, that's the idea.
I mean, you kind of have to go around the hill. It's a large hill that blocks your view.
Is it like a steep hill or just a?
It's just a hill. It's like a tall hill. It's just.
I'm staying about 5 to 10 feet behind Theo.
You don't climb the hill and toss that rock, I guess.
As Theo goes up there, I'm also going to cast Forbidding Ward on him. I ward an ally against attacks and hostile spells from a target enemy. The target ally gains a +1 status bonus to AC and saving throws against the target enemy's attack spells and other efforts.
Nice. So when you round the corner, you throw the rock. You will see a man who is bleeding from multiple areas. It looks like he's been. The thing he's using is like
Cat and nine tails.
Not quite that extreme,
He's
but
doing some
yes.
self-flagellation.
And he's but you also notice that on his face is a broken cult mask.
Ooh, I want that.
And there's his eyes are milky.
So you're blind.
Blind from the glory of Lestros.
Who's that? Does that name mean anything to us?
That's the
Yeah.
magic.
Wasn't that the god we got?
Yep.
We helped get Luke's pit? No.
Isn't that
No.
the god of magic that they killed?
Glory.
Yes.
You're not part of the group who tried to bring him into the real world, did you?
Wait.
Kill him?
Yeah,
Did
are
you
you part of the
guys-
group
did
that
you
killed
guys do
the god of magic?
I can see the mask, so
We did. They did many generations before me, but I have seen him, and I know he is angry.
well, yeah, you kind of broke him into pieces.
Where'd you see him?
I'd be pissed too.
Also, why are you whipping yourself, you weirdo?
He demands sacrifice of flesh, and he hits himself again.
See, right, the god of magic.
Are you sure it wasn't somebody else?
He
I can see
demands
that being a
retribution.
good god guy, but not the god of magic.
Mine's more of corporal punishment provided by the state rather than self-punishment.
He demands sacrifice to be brought back into the world.
I mean, there's probably other
That's
ways.
how it works.
I want a cheeseburger. Doesn't mean that a waffle won't do the trick.
I would disagree with that.
You do not understand. He said this in his own words to me before he left me blind.
Right.
The god blinded you.
Well, I'm sure eventually you can
Yes.
stop whipping yourself. Otherwise, you're just gonna die, friend.
That's the point. Like Theo understands what's going on.
I'm real tempted to just like
I think that's
heal this guy just for kicks and giggles.
Also, you might not. You might not want to head north because they're probably just going to kill you anyway if you start peddling any other religions that aren't sanctioned by the state.
I wait for his embrace
But
until all those who hear that he is angry.
well, wouldn't he demand the sacrifice of the rest of the cult that destroyed him?
Yes, he does.
So, wouldn't your efforts be better pointed towards this is me not remembering how words work. Wouldn't your efforts be best pointed towards going against what the cult that he despises wishes?
So he's going to he'll grin and he's going to turn to the side, like put down the switch, kind of drape it over his shoulder. He's going to reach over to the side and hold out a bag.
What's in the bag?
No, why'd you ask that?
Open it.
No, I don't. Nah, you do that. You fall for that prank once.
Detect magic.
Is that
It's
gonna
fine.
is that gonna be a
It's
bag
fine.
of
No, no, no,
ears?
You say Lestros wants the destruction of the cult. Well, what's in that bag? Help us get rid of the leaders of the cult. 'Cause the
No.
killer Hydra will pull all its heads.
Well, there may be a head in here. I do not know if he was a head of a Hydra, but
He reaches over very cautiously and lets the blind man know that he's grabbing the bag. Like, there's a thing that you do for blind people to let them know, is like touching your hand. Here, I'm grabbing the bag.
yeah, he'll release it, and
He's
it's
done blind people before.
yeah, he'll release it, and it's a bag, and there is indeed a head of a cultist in there wearing their mask still.
Oh,
Dear.
well, you know what?
Takes the mask. Hey, we got a mask finally.
I would love to have that, please. In fact, I'll take the whole bag.
Hey,
Hands the whole
how
thing
many
over.
of the other cultists have you taken out, my friend?
Just the three that I was on the road
Oh.
with.
Was that one of them?
You're a lot tougher than you look, man.
I did it
Oh,
while they
yeah,
slept.
that'll do it.
Yes.
What is your name? What should we call it?
My name doesn't matter, for I will embrace. I'll be embraced by Lestros for doing his holy work.
Well, don't die too soon, because keep up the good work, man. Those guys suck.
I don't think. How long have you been here in this forest?
I do not know how to tell time when you cannot see. I know I've heard the bugs of the evening at least 4 times, and I've heard the birds another 4.
So he's been out here, what, 4 or 5 days, give or take?
What did the god of magic look like?
His visage is unspeakable,
So magic.
for you would not believe it.
I believe a lot of things. What was your original mission when you were all sent here?
To gather the Fateless, to harness their energy, to bring him
How do you
back.
feel about the Fateless?
He thinks they should be killed.
Lestros does. Oh, that's fair. I mean, we're not on the loom of fate here, so that's fair.
Um,
He is the one who writes it, and you are anomalies.
how'd you know?
It's because he's not here is why we exist.
Hey, whoa,
According to what
whoa!
I'm told.
Did he say that's why we are anomalies? How does he know?
Literally just talked about that.
All right. Well, what if I were to tell you that I heard that the Fateless are actually trying to collect the broken pieces of him to bring him back a different way?
You bring about your own doom.
Well, that's nothing.
It's delicious.
What? So he's gonna come back and he's gonna kill us all?
No. I don't think that's how it's gonna work because I get the feeling that the sisters might object to that, but that's besides the point. You have done a good job taking out some of the cultists. When was the last time you've eaten?
So as you are speaking to him, and he's kind of twitching and kind of rocking around a little bit, let's see, what is that? That is that thing. Wait, they're in here, under here? No. Where did I put them? Oh, right there, duh. In the folder that has their name in it, dumb. You dummy. So as you asked that question, Theo, you were the closest to him. So that's insanity. A 28 to hit.
That actually hits Theo. Hold on, I might have something for that.
With the +1?
With my shield equipped and that +1, I have a 23. But I might have something to satiate that. Hold on a second. Why is he trying to get me? I'm trying to be nice. Send him to Listros. Yeah, I can do my reactive shield. Just raise the shield and block it.
Does it do no damage, or does it do damage to the shield?
It does damage to the shield.
So that is an 8 damage from the stab.
Damn.
So that's a pretty hefty switch.
Yeah.
No, it's a dagger.
Ah.
The old man did it? I'm gonna assume the old man did it. The blind man.
What?
The
The
dagger?
blind man stab? Yeah, the blind man stabs you.
Very well. I was going to give you a last meal before I sent you to Lestros, but if that is what you want, and he just swings his longsword at this guy. He's half dead to begin with.
Yeah. So as you say that, you just give a crazy laugh, just that like unsettling, just crazy person laugh.
That's a 30.
Yeah, that hits. That's actually a
Is that a critical?
That's actually a critical.
So 16 plus 17.
Jeez. Even if he was at full health, that would have instantly killed him.
33 damage.
Yeah, even at full health, would have instantly killed him. So he's dead.
He basically just swings a sword and lops off his head. That's all he does.
Well, I guess I'm not going to stabilize him.
No.
Give me perceptions as his head falls.
Oh, that bastard's smiling. I already know it. 18.
Hey, I did roll 14. Cool.
Hey,
Yeah,
we added
he's
4
smiling.
each.
He's smiling.
14, 18, 22.
22.
And his mask, like I said, his mask is broken, so it's down where the nose would be. The left side of the mask is broken away, so it's like just the scarred vestige of his face on that side of the mask.
Can I search him to see if he's got anything on, like in his robes, any papers or anything, any kind of information in there?
Yeah, you can search him.
Is that going to
I
be?
just bought this shield.
Well, hey, Theo, you know I have a spell that can turn your arm into a shield, right?
It's not waste magic.
Yeah.
I didn't really need it here.
So I will say the only thing he has on him is a second dagger and his bloody, torn up cultist robes.
And that whip.
Well, the old man was blind, addled. He's been lost in the woods for 4 days. He probably hasn't eaten in 4 days. He's on the verge of death anyway. So he's going to give him food and then make it quick. Should have just made it quick.
I'll still take the broken mask. Also, because I would like to inspect it and see, actually inspect it to see if there's anything I can glean from it about the cult and everything, possibly.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. So you'll have 2 masks.
And the head. I want the head.
Cool, we're gonna go to court and walk up with a dead head.
I have
It'll
plans.
start to stink long before then.
I have plans.
It's already starting to stink now.
Yeah, it's been 4 days in a not so cold place.
Just let me do what I want to do.
Okay.
You can do what you want to do. I'm just saying, it's already starting to
You
stink.
gonna make a skull pauldrons? You going death cleric?
I wouldn't go that far.
Are you sure?
He's gonna make a cup out of its skull.
Still sounds like death cleric to me. Or death metal. I don't know.
But you so yeah, after you kill this guy, and it's now quiet.
Well, I'm glad I woke everyone up instead of going and talking to him alone.
Because he would have stabbed you?
There would have been twice I've been stabbed today.
Feels like I'm going back to bed.
Kind of feel bad for the old bastard. It is like an older gentleman, yeah? No?
Not really. He's just scarred and bloodied. It looks like he had a head wound.
Does the... Like somebody fought back? Or like maybe he hit his head and then he went crazy?
Probably hit his head and went crazy.
You got to do a bit more investigation on that one to figure out which one's which.
Gross. Yeah, let's do it.
Theo doesn't care.
Hey, guess what? There's no investigation.
I know. That's what I said. You got to
Medicine.
you got to do more investigation based on what you can do to figure
Medicine.
out why that happened.
Good choice.
Medicine on the head wound. It looks like the head wound is about a week
Yeah.
old.
And he's been wandering for at least 4 days. Is it like the front of the head? Does it look like he got hit in the front brain?
The front.
Yeah, you never heard of like a prefrontal cortex injury altering personalities, causing massive mood swings, and
It's called the frontal lobe, is it not?
the frontal lobe? It's the front brain.
It's a front brain.
Front
So
brain,
it's
back brain,
basically so
brain.
looking at the impact. It looks like whatever broke his mask is what caused the injury to his head.
Well, I suppose that means that this group won't be looking for us. Wake me up in about 3 hours when it's my shift, and then I'll make breakfast.
Will do.
Yeah,
That's
that's
coming to him and vision. Fuck is wrong with him, man? He's dead. Mumble, he goes back to bed.
I just mumble towards him.
Fucking magic.
I just mumble towards him. Daniel Carr's technically dead, and he's still around. And then I turn over and go to sleep. Because I grew up on a farm. I can just do that.
Didn't he go to sleep pretty quick too? He was on an airship for
Yeah,
his job.
yeah, but just messing with you, and now you have no time to retort. I'm gone.
Yeah, so yeah, you managed to sleep. And then the last watch goes
And
off without a hitch.
One of these days, I'll find the thing in the bush that turns out to be either worthless or worth a gold. Or a gravy boat. I'm not jealous of Dork this time. It was a jabbering crazy man. Or a jabbering...
Crazy things happens at the butchering hour.
Or a jabbering sane man.
Alright, so we'll be starting off on the next morning. I do want Guy, you have your 2 items you can try to do something with in the morning. The puzzle box and the secret doll toy thing.
I would like to suspend the box in the last bits of moonlight. Or the dawn. I don't think the strongest man can raise the sun.
One.
God
Neither
damn
one
it.
works.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to try to open the doll? Alright, give me your thievery. 19. Well, now because you know what you're trying to open, you're able to find the mechanism.
Says me.
Inside this special doll, we will unveil next episode.
Aha.
You son of a blee blah. Well, what's this episode going to be? I'm so curious on what this episode's going to be called. It's not. Here's this tiny doll. Whoop, cast iron skillet.
I mean, that's how loot in video games works. It'd be the tiniest thing, and you pull the large, like a fucking.
Oh, you mean like killing a rat in a certain post-apocalyptic game, and for some reason it has a piece of power armor in it? Power armor's not trademark, so I can say that word.
To be fair,
You know,
I could see the rats in that game eating those, though.
well, since we were talking about what the episode is going to be called, my brain, the only thing I could think of to call this episode would be That Escalated Quickly.
I was thinking. I was
did.
thinking.
It did.
Because that happened a lot in this episode.
It did
really
escalate
did.
very quickly.
He was penetrated.
Yeah, That Escalated Quickly is
Or
what we
a
call
little
this
off the
episode.
top.
So, if you have enjoyed tonight, feel free to give us a rating and review. Of course, we would love. I don't know. Is it 5 heads in
No.
a bag? 5 stab
5
knife,
large
you know,
orc
stabs to the hand. I don't know.
5 escalators.
5 escalators. You know, give us that rating and review. We greatly appreciate it. Of course, the more listens and reviews we get, the more popular we become in the algorithms, which can help us to grow this podcast. And if you want to help us grow it, make sure you're telling your friends about it. Get them to take a listen
Or,
too.
at the very least, take their phone, download the podcast, and rate on their device. Don't actually do that. I think that's technically a crime if they're not cool with it. I don't know. Let's discuss it over in the Discord. If I haven't convinced you, if I haven't bullied you to join the Discord yet, I don't know what will, but maybe this one will. Let's talk about stuff. Silver's gonna post more cat pictures. I guarantee it. And I'll tell you what,
I do have a
they're real
problem.
fluffy. And quite cute. So, come check them out.
Oh, and there might be a thing happening, but by the time this airs, it might have already happened. So, or it might not have happened. So it's a big cliffhanger of nothingness, possibly, or something that will happen. So,
Okay, so
we'll see.
this episode.
You just confuse
Yeah,
every
so-
person on the planet.
I'm confused by
So,
that.
this episode, a lot's happened. A man went jabbering, and then Silver got a little too in character and also just jabbered. Tex, take it away.
And don't forget that we always have our social medias and Instagram, Facebook, and formerly Twitter. And like always, we always post a graphic for every episode with a hidden item in it. And yes, it is the same item every time because it's part of the whole thing that we do.
It makes sense.
It does. Especially if you were here for the first hour and a half we were sitting here before we started recording tonight.
Hey, we were putting in hard work.
No idea what you're talking about.
Hey, Tex, you made me think of a thing.
Yes.
You know how you instantly sound much older than you are? Whenever talking about any sort of technology, put the word "the" in front of it and add an unnecessary S. For instance, communicate with us on the Facebooks.
I resemble that.
I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
You young whippersnappers think you're so smart. Funny.
Are you playing the Pathfinders with your friends?
Hit us up on social media.
Yeah, do it.
We'll respond.
Yeah. Generally, we'll respond. Somebody will at some point.
Yep.
I do say typically, if it's on Discord, you can ask me directly. If it's on social media, you may or may not be able to ask me directly.
I'm always listening though. Like I don't have Discord on my phone, but I have the social medias on my phone.
Yeah, and after this episode, if you hear it and you ping me in the Discord, I will name a random color. Once. Everybody gets one. Yep.
All right. So, our theme of the week: encounters, not combat. Like encounters on the road or over camping and stuff like that while you're playing games.
So like perception encounters.
Yes, I guess you can call it perception encounters. Encounters like, you know, the guards that took Doric into a secretive room and stabbed him. The crazy man, like encounters, like those kinds of like random encounter events. I want to hear about some encounter
Jake,
events.
the doorkeeper.
Good God, that was a random?
It certainly felt like it. Probably not just to us, but also the listeners.
But so, as always,
We love you.
Love you.
Love you.
we love you
Bye.
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 and goodbye.